Now Coulomb's law in vector form. So here, to represent Coulomb's law in the vector form, consider the Cartesian coordinate system. Now, with respect to the origin, suppose the position vector of charge q1 is r1 and position vector of charge q2 is r2. Okay. Now, position of 1 with respect to 2, that is represented by vector 2 to 1, that is r1 2, position of 1 with respect to 2, that is r1 minus r2. Now here q1 q2 is greater than 0, means both the charges are positive, so force between these two, that is repulsive. So force on 1 by 2, so 2 repel 1, so that will be in the direction as shown in this figure, here in this direction. And force on 2 by 1, so that is also repulsive 1 repel 2, so that will be in this particular direction as shown in the figure. Now suppose first we think about force on q1 by q2. So force on q1 by q2, that will be in the direction from q2 to q1, because that is the repulsive force. So q2 to q1, this direction. Now force on 1 by 2, that is k q1 q2 upon r12 square. Now to give it vector notation, we have to multiply it by unit vector which is in the direction of the force. Suppose in this direction of the force, the unit vector is r12 caret. Then we can write the vector force F12, that is equal to k q1 q2 upon r12 square into r12 caret, where r12 caret unit vector, that is vector upon its magnitude. So vector, that is r12 upon its magnitude r12. So we can write vector r12 upon r12 simply. Now if this unit vector is replaced by vector r12 upon r12, then we can write this in denominator r12 into r12 square, that is r12 cube. But this is the magnitude of r1 minus r2, and this r12, that is vector r1 minus r2. So simply we can write force on 1 by 2, that is k q1 q2 upon magnitude r1 minus r2 cube into vector r1 minus r2. This is the vector form. Now suppose we think about force on q2 by q1, then that will be in the direction from q1 to q2, because q1 is repelling q2. So that will be in the direction 1 to 2. So we can write force on 2 by 1, that is equal to k q1 q2 upon r21 square into r21 caret. R21 caret is the unit vector in the direction of this force. But from figure we can observe this thing, R21 caret and R12 caret, both are in opposite direction. Both are unit vectors. So we can write R21 caret, that is minus R12 caret. So replace this R21 caret by minus R12 caret. So we can write minus k q1 q2 upon r12 square into r12 caret. Magnitude wise r21 and r12, that is one of the same thing. So resultantly we can write f21, that is minus k q1 q2 upon magnitude r1 minus r2 cube into vector r1 minus vector r2. So we can observe this thing, say this one and this one are same except this negative sign. So we can write F21 that is minus F1 2. So if we take force on 1 by 2 or force on 2 by 1, or we say force between those two, after all that is one of the same thing. Magnitude wise it is same one, but just the directions are opposite. Clear?